If you are watching this means Monday Night Raw has just went off the air. I watched Monday Night Raw like everybody else did. Okay? This is the episode, the Raw before King and Queen of the Ring. Shout out to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is in the finals going against Randy Orton. In the finals, winner goes on to SummerSlam to challenge John Cena. On the women's side, shout out to Mrs. Jade Cargill, who defeated Roxanne Perez tonight, and it's between Jade Cargill and Asuka to see who will face the winner of their respected brands. I'm excited. I am very excited to see what happens, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. What we're here to talk about today, unfortunately, is something negative, you can say. We're here to talk about Seth Rollins' promo tonight on Monday Night Raw. I don't know about you guys, okay? But that's why I'm here. Bro, y'all know me. It's open discussion. We gonna debate in the comments. We're gonna fight. Because I got some questions, bro. Seth Rollins came out with his gang tonight. Honestly, fashion-wise, I thought it looked right. I was like, okay. He was dripped out. And Seth in black, in all black with the rest of his group, it looked badass. Obviously, Braun Breaker was dressed in his ring gear because he had a match with Penta after the match. Wow. And then Seth Rollins grabbed the microphone and he gave I would say a 13-minute promo. And I understand it's early in their run. I promise you. But WWE, whether it's WWE Creative or it's Seth Rollins, I have to ask a rhetorical question. Does Seth Rollins think he's better on the microphone than Paul Heyman? What are we doing? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, this promo was low-key a little boring. Just a little bit. I was like, it's not clicking. Now Penta's meddling in my business, and then the whole attack on LA Knight with Bronson Reed with the tsunamis. I thought the attack was cool. Okay, we pushed LA Knight off camera, off TV. But what's the point? I'm just not getting it. And I think the reason why I'm not excited about this faction, why I don't believe in this faction, is because I think the wrong person is speaking for this faction. I'm not saying Seth Rollins isn't talented. I'm not saying Seth Rollins is bad on the microphone. I'm not saying any of these things. But if there's one human who needs to be speaking, it's Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is the one person who should be speaking. Why is Seth Rollins selling himself? That's why we have Paul. What did he call him tonight? His oracle? I don't really know what that means. What's that? What's the difference between that and a wise man? I don't know yet. I just don't get why Seth Rollins is talking for 15 minutes. And Paul Heyman is not. Paul Heyman is one of the greatest promos of all time. Paul Heyman didn't say a word. And I don't understand. I just don't get it. Seth Rollins is one of the greatest in-ring talents in this era. Facts. But is he better on the microphone than Paul Heyman? No. No, he's not. If anything, I feel like Paul Heyman, Seth should be off chilling on the beach somewhere. He has the Money in the Bank briefcase. He could just be chilling while Paul Heyman elevates Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. But I feel like Paul Heyman is not elevating anyone. They're making Paul Heyman look useless. And it's backwards. Because Paul Heyman, this is his job. As the greatest manager of all time. Seth Rollins isn't letting Paul Heyman manage nothing. Why is Seth Rollins talking so much? I just don't understand. I just don't get why Seth is speaking more than someone who we revere and we appreciate as the greatest manager in history and one of the greatest promos ever. His promo on Vince McMahon, the way he sold, the promo he gave with Brock Lesnar when he beat the Streak, the promo he gave with Brock Lesnar in the pandemic, any of his promos with Cody Rhodes on the road to WrestleMania, the stuff he did with Roman Reigns and how he ups Roman Reigns and how he appreciated Roman Reigns. You want to talk about Paul Heyman when he went on Pat McAfee's show. Loved everything he said. But ever since WrestleMania 41, Seth Rollins has been doing all the talking. I'm sorry. If you want to keep it a buck, let me ask y'all a question. Do you believe Seth Rollins is better on the microphone than Becky Lynch? This is a genuine, honest question. Do you think Seth Rollins is better than Becky Lynch on the microphone? I don't know. It might be Becky. Their edge might be Becky. I just don't get why Seth Rollins is talking so goddamn much. He doesn't need to. He has all the backup in the world between Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, two rising stars in the WWE trying to get to the next level. And then you have the greatest talker, one of the greatest talkers in the business, in Paul Heyman. And Seth Rollins is taking the microphone for 20 minutes? What are we doing? Like, I was watching the whole first segment, like, why? Why is he talking for so damn long? This don't make any sense. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. Maybe I'm gonna be keeping an open mind. I understand it's early in there. They're still trying to get their feet wet. Maybe things will change when Seth Rollins wins the World Heavyweight title or the WWE title between King and Queen of the Ring or Evolution on the way to SummerSlam. Maybe things will change. And I'm cool with things changing. But my boy, no, we didn't need that. We don't need that. Especially because, like, there's not a gear shift. There's no change in Seth Rollins as a character. He comes out, he still does the Monday Night Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins, panders to the crowd with, like, you know, like the dogs are barking from my boy Braun Breaker. He's still kind of the same. The things he says, they're not so bad. The things he says on the microphone, the words aren't the issue. It's who's saying them is the issue for me. What are we doing? Because, like, I'm sitting there watching this, and I can see why Bronson Reed is just standing there bored. I can see why Braun Breaker's standing there ready for his match. And Paul Heyman just sitting there holding a Money in the Bank briefcase. And I know someone's going to be in the comments like, he did the same thing for Roman Reigns. I'm here to break something news to you. Seth Rollins is not better than Roman Reigns on the microphone. And if you really want to keep it a being, it all comes down to character. And between CM Punk, when he had Paul Heyman, and Roman Reigns, when he had Paul Heyman, let me ask you a question. I'm not even going to ask you a question. I'm going to make a statement. CM Punk and Roman Reigns have more aura and are better characters than Seth Rollins. They can do that. CM Punk can talk on the mic and have Paul Heyman standing next to him. A-okay. Why? Because CM Punk's one of the greatest promos ever. Roman had to work himself up to get on that level, to sit there, and Roman's aura is just different. It ain't Seth's. Seth ain't got that. Seth has aura, but it's not the aura of the tribal chief. Bottom line, it just ain't. I'm sorry. Somebody got to point it out. I just feel like this faction will be better. This faction will improve once Seth Rollins starts to realize that less is more. We don't need you to be talking to sell this faction. You are one of the greatest in-ring workers, period. And you have the greatest manager in pro wrestling whose name is not Bobby Heenan right next to you. Use him. Use him. Use him. Use him. That's all I'm saying. Now, the last thing I'm going to leave you with is my final question. Who wins at King and Queen of the Ring? Who will be your Queen of the Ring? Jade Cargill or Asuka? Will Asuka challenge Io Sky at SummerSlam for the title? Or will Jade Cargill go one-on-one with Tiffany Stratton? And then, does that mean all roads lead to Mrs. Proceed with Caution, Naomi, for Naomi to take the title at SummerSlam? Anything can happen. Anything can happen, and I would be excited for Jade to win this match in Saudi and then to go against Tiffany. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Who knows? Maybe we don't even have to wait because we still don't have a main event for Evolution. We don't know what Nikki Bella's doing, especially with Liv Morgan being hurt. I got an idea about that too. If Liv Morgan is hurt with her separated shoulder, I hope you're well. I hope you get well. If Nikki Bella still needs an opponent, there's only one opponent for Nikki Bella. That works. Chelsea Green. Evolution, if you can, do Chelsea Green versus Nikki Bella. That's a match I would love to see. I think the WWE Universe would have so much fun with Chelsea Green versus Nikki Bella. Chelsea Green is one of the most underrated acts in WWE. She is hilarious. She makes every segment she's in, she just makes it hers. She makes the most out of it. And she's one of the most entertaining parts of watching SmackDown, especially when it's 3 goddamn hours long. We got to start building the Evolution. We already focused on Saturday Night's main event with the announcement of Gunther versus Goldberg in Goldberg's last match. We got to put some stank on Evolution. We got to get that going, get that ball rolling. I don't know, bro. I'm telling you, if Nikki Bella faces Chelsea Green, I feel like it's the perfect match because you can't have Liv Morgan versus Nikki Bella at this moment. So I would definitely go for that, and I just think it would be a great addition to WWE and to Evolution. Now, where we go from here, we'll have to tune in to tomorrow on NXT to see where Blake Monroe goes, and also who's gonna fight JCJ in the Evolution. We got a lot to talk about this week in wrestling, and I'm excited to get into it with y'all. So once again, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow your boy. You know, we talk that talk, and I talk back. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Until forever finds you.